Hi everyone, welcome back to my cash stuff with me for paycheck number 2 of July. I have been to the bank, I've gotten my cash out. I have also got written down beside me what needs to go into what. But without further ado, I'm going to get straight into the coins because I've been doing a challenge with my coins from the debt debacle. I hope you like my money tin. It is a formula tin from when all those years ago when my son was still on formula. But pretty much the debt debacle has this coin challenge that I'm clearly slowly working my way through. But yeah, pretty much everything in here, that's what's been saved. I'll move that out the way. So pretty much, how much have we got? 50, 60, 70, 80 dollar, $3.05, which we haven't done, so that's great. Actually, let's do like a purple. Hopefully that didn't bump you, sorry if it did. My past couple of videos, I've noticed that sometimes you couldn't see everything that I was doing. So I'm really sorry about that. I played around and hoping that how I've set it up today is a little bit better. Just put that in there. Just pop that back in the tin for another fortnight. Cool. Now for the Le Cash. Now I did count this earlier, but I'm just going to count it again. I may speed this up. If not, enjoy. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 60, 65, 70, 75. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 110, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. I did do some like shuffling, a little bit of shuffling with my cash, because when I went to go and get this out of the bank, not the bank, I have to go to a post office to get it out because just my, like, who I'm with doesn't have any branches, and no other branches of banks want to let me get cash out. So I had to like swap around and get some 20s. I think we should be all right though. 2, 4, 6, 220, 100, 200, 300, 400, 855. So that's what we're stuffing, is $855. Okay, I'm just gonna put that to the side just so I remember. Right, first thing I'm going to stuff is my essentials, which is like, for me, these are kind of sinking funds, if that makes sense. So my groceries, which is going to get 90. I might try and use some of these 50s. 50. Yeah, let's go with that. Actually, yeah, that'll do for now. I can always come back and top it up. So 90 for groceries. And this is my tracker that I just used to, I was using it to track everything, but now I'm just using it to track how much I stuff, because I do get a bit confused. So So I've just kind of spiced it up a bit. And I have my like close tracking with in my actual budget binder now, because it was just getting a bit confusing. Fuel is getting a lovely 100. Oh, look at all these old notes. Oh, 100. You guys may have seen in my previous video that, actually I'm going to use that 210. I'm a fan of the old notes, which seems like I got quite a few old notes today. I don't know, I just like a bit of nostalgia. Do you know what I mean? There we go. 120 for fuel. Oh, beg yours. Sorry. There's 120 in there. Sorry, I'm adding 120 and we already have 35. So that becomes... So we'll go the other way. 120, 30, 40, 55. So now it's 155. So the reason why it probably seems a bit odd that I'm putting more in my fuel than I am in my groceries. So for the next 6 weeks, I am going to be on my clinical placement. So pretty much I have to drive to my placement because of how far away it is from my house, and my son is staying with his dad for most of it, and then I have him on my days off. But that medications, hold on. Yeah, so grocery wise, I'm trying to like do mostly pantry essentials because it's just myself I'm cooking for, so it's going to be a bit easier to save money in a way. And then obviously like we can have we can have our treats on the weekend and while we're out doing things. So medication is getting 25. So now we have 25 there. Maybe I should actually put the 25 in the... I should probably put the 25 in here, that might help. So fuel is, yeah, being, got a little bit of extra in it because I have to drive 45 minutes each way every day. So it's going to be quite a bit of fuel. And I'm planning to take all my own lunches and stuff as I do. So this is for nappies and wipes, and I'm just adding. It's one of those things I just constantly top up. You know, even if we don't need to get any, because the last thing is it's like, oh my god, I've got no nappies, or oh my god, we've only got one bag of wipes, one packet, however you want to say it. And then public transport's not getting anything, so that's that binder. I'm just gonna cross off my things here, and then so that's that. The next thing is my like bills binder. So this is anything that I can put away for like on a month or more base, like it's a bill that's either a month or more basis, or yeah, it's like you can see, it's an important bill. Accountant is coming up tax time for us in Australia. Well, it is tax time actually, but yeah, I need to obviously pay someone to do it for me because yeah, it's all just too confusing for me. So I'm adding 50, so we have 50, 100, 200, 300. So I've only got about 150 to go in there. So that's good. Car reg I've just paid. That I'm just leaving for now. That I'm ahead in. Electricity. Oh, get this, guys, okay? So for some reason, when I paid my last electricity bill, when I did so, for some reason my bank didn't allow for it to be deducted from my actual account. However, electricity company still got paid. But then I received an email towards the end of last week being like, just letting you know that situation. So on this date, we're going to direct debit you the amount that you have paid to Synergy, if that makes sense. Anyway, what can you do? So I had $50 in there, which came in handy because it's still a electricity related bill, you know? So it was handy though, because it was a bit of a shock. I was like, are you serious? What can you do? Anyway, electric, I'm adding 30. So we've got 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. As you can see there, I've just crossed them out because that's what I saved has been taken out. So we've got 30 going into electric. I was actually getting that up to a nice little buffer there. And that's that for that. That's that for that. The next one we're going to staff is for my savings. My savings check. Oh, that's a nice little surprise. I have $50 in here. I didn't even realize. That's good. Wow, so I guess I'm gonna have 75 to play with then. No, 100. Because I was gonna put 50 in here to put away anyway. Okay, well, you know what? Let's see what we can do. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. So that might work. Wait, no, sorry. That's the 50. Yeah, put that back because I'm going to get confused. Okay. Give me a hot sec while I do some cash condensing here because I think I can. What if that's going to be such a fun minis challenge? Just saying, guys. So definitely have to make sure you come back for that. That was such an... This is why I love cash stuffing because I would have... I obviously put it in there for me, like, to be like, this for a rainy day, but anyway, that's, couldn't be better. Let's do my little one. So, this is going, so this, I think I explained these I'm just using as a way to like track what I've stuffed in each binder file rather than what am I doing? Rather than having a little individual tracker, I just want something quick that I can look over, you know. So we've got buffer. So currently it has 10 and I'm going to add 50. So that's 60. Health has 10 in it. I'm just leaving that. Clothes, I'm not adding anything to because we just bought a whole bunch of new winter clothes. That's got 30. This is something I totally could have done off camera, but I don't know, I thought maybe someone might find it interesting. Daycare, we are adding 2, currently has 30, oops, and I'm going to be adding 20. Even though I pay daycare fees already, This is more or less just like clothes or excursions, photos. If like, for example, an extra day, because sometimes obviously might need an extra day here or there. Now, how much has that got in it? 45, I said, didn't I? No, sorry, 50. I'll just leave it like that. Toys and books, I am adding to, because I would like to get my son like one of those like pickler kind of things. Let's get 10. I'm also in the process of saving up for a stroller for my son. Swim's not getting anything, and that's all fine there. These are, so pretty much what I do is I've identified what are kind of important things that I notice I spend a lot of. Clothes, like, you know. And so when I have a little bit of extra money and I'm like, oh, okay, let's just top this up a bit, because who knows when you go to the shops and you just can't help getting someone, aka your little one, a little treaty. So, look, Buffer, this is mine. So where are we going with this? Buffer has currently nothing, but it's getting 50 from me. This is my binder, FYI. It's got 50. Coffee, I'm going to be giving 20, just in case I might want to like buy a coffee on the way to Prac, or in case, you know, I have some free time to just go for a walk and a coffee like on my day off. Optical, I just bought my glasses. I literally just got some new glasses. Woohoo! Uni is going to be getting 20, because I need to order some new pens and name badge. So now uni has, you can tell that I've got quite a few like empty ones in my binder. It's been a pretty busy month. Work's not getting anything. Skincare is getting 20, because I desperately need some new skincare. I'm like at the point where I'm going through all my samples that I have. You know how you just like, if you go to Metcalf, you get samples of heaps of stuff, or if you're in their like Mecca Max program or whatever, and they send you things out. Yeah, I have so many spare things of those that I've been working through them, that now I'm finally at the stage where I can buy myself some. So that was all for that one. Actually, make sure I put this in. Next is house and car. So if you see like random little receipts, I have usually like a little what would you call it, like a little sleeve like this at the back of most books that I keep receipts in, that because I like to keep, I get every receipt. Anything I buy, I ask for a receipt, even if I pay for it on my card, or if there's like an e-receipt, I'm like, no, I want a paper one. And it might sound a bit like not so environmentally friendly, but it means that if, say for example, I've had like a busy 2 days, I haven't been able to come and like, I don't know, like shuffle the money around. For example, I bought a clothes air dryer, and I kept the receipt, and then 2 days later I was able to come back and like put everything back where it belonged, if that makes sense. So yeah, also scan them into my app that collects receipts, and I can get some points back. Any hoozle doozle. So home is getting 20, currently has 35. plus, oh, I think I've run out of old 20s. It's okay. I budgeted for like a $90 clothes rack, but then I realized the one I actually wanted wasn't actually $90, it was only $35, so that was great. Home had 30 and it just got another 20. So, wait a second. Yeah, so it's got 55 now. I don't know how, oh, I think I bought Scourers, that's right. Whoops. Next we have Garden, which still has, that has a little 20 in it, and it's getting another 20. And what I might do, plus 20. If I don't do this as I'm stuffing, I will totally forget. It might make this a long video, I'm sorry, but that's just the way it is. What I'm gonna do is turn this into a 50. So I need the 20 still for other stuff. Tires, I literally got brand new tires when I got a brand new car, so that's great. Car maintenance currently has 50 and it's going to, 55. Yep, and it's going to get 15. Oh. Let's do that. Happy days. We'll close that. That's house and car. The last one of like planned stuffing is lifestyle, which is like your dining out, all that sort of stuff. So this one here, so we've got 17th of the 7th. Dining out currently has 30, and it's going to be getting 50. I have a friend's farewell dinner coming up tomorrow, so I'm just trying to, like, you know, put as much away just for that. I don't plan to go like over the top because I'm really liking where I'm at with my budgeting, but you know, like if I'm planning on catching the public transport there too, which I always do. I try and do that over rideshare. So I'm hoping that, you know, it'll kind of work out in the wash in a way that I will have a bit of excess. Plus 50, so now we have, oh my god, my head today, 80. Sorry you guys, it's just been absolutely a bloody week. So we've got takeaway, currently has 20, and it's going to get 5. Yes. Actually, no, I need this 5. I need that 5. I'm gonna give it 10. Coffee and takeaway kind of like flow between each other anyway. So activities is getting 40 for when we are going 10, 20, 30, 40, for when my son and I'm thinking of taking him, we have this, it's called it's like a Ferris wheel that's in the CBD at the moment that lights up. And really would like to take my son there. It looks really cool. But tickets are a bit pricey, but that's what that's for. Gifts and Celebrations isn't getting anything because it's not really, like, I can't get my friend a going away gift. They're moving to Canada. And Parents' Day is going to get 5 because that's coming up. And just plans start putting away. The reason why I have Parents' Day is because I don't want to have one for Mother's Day, and then I don't want to have one for Father's Day. It's just easier to like put it all in the one, you know? And that's that for those ones. So that little, getting a wee bit ahead of myself there. There we go. Great. So now we've got the remaining of 150, 170, 80, 90, what did I say? 170 shelves. Come on now. 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 110, 20, 30. 130 left. So even after all my savings challenges, but what I'm going to do before I go ahead and allocate this further is I'm going to go through my binders and try and like condense it down a bit, even though I did try to do that while I was filming this. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It was a bit of a, maybe a long one, I'm not quite sure, I can't see the time. I'm still getting used to, like I said, kind of the filming setup and what content people are enjoying. I also really want to thank everyone that as of this morning I hit 101 subscribers, which is really exciting, and I really am super grateful that I've got 101 of you watching. If you like this video, please feel free to give it a thumbs up, especially if you're not someone that comments on videos. I find just the like means that you know, you've seen the video, and I really appreciate it. Even better yet, feel free to subscribe and become one of my 101 subscribers and become maybe 102. Anyway, enough dilly-dallying from me. It's Friday and I'm about to go and relax and enjoy my weekend before I go on placement next week for 6 weeks. I'll still try to be filming videos throughout that time. They'll maybe be a bit different. They might be quite insightful for some people. But other than that, I hope you guys have a wonderful weekend and see you on my next one. Bye.